Hello, I'm Katie from ReadWorks, and today I'm going to show you how to get started using your student library in your ReadWorks account. So the first thing to know is that your teacher needs to turn on the student library before you'll be able to access your library to read independently. So make sure that your teacher or parent or any other adult that has created your account has turned on your library. Then you'll notice that you actually have two sections of your ReadWorks account. The first one is assignments. Up here on the blue bar, you'll see the word assignments. And these are reading passages, article a day sets, and more that your teacher has picked out for you to do. Now, the student library is different. This is a place where you get to choose exactly what you want to read and learn about. To find the library, you can look on the blue bar. There's a button that says library up here, or on the right-hand side, you'll see this globe with these books and it says go to your library, and you can click the Let's Go button. You can get to your library by clicking either one. The first time you go to your library, you'll receive a pop-up that says set up your library and asks you the question, what topics interest you? Be sure to read the list and think about all of these topics and what you're most interested to learn about. Remember, the library is your place to read and learn about topics that you are interested in. So read through the list and check the boxes that you're interested in. I love learning about animals, so I'm going to check that box. I also love learning about plants. And I love learning about art, so I'm going to check those three boxes. Next, I can click this little arrow here, and I get to choose a library theme. This just controls the colors of my library. I love yellow, so I'm going to click this box, and I can see my library is yellow. And finally, this points out some special features of the library. Whenever you see a bookmark, that lets you add passages to your reading list. That means that you can read them later. Whenever you see a check mark, that means that you can keep track of what you've read. And you'll also be able to heart passages to save them as a favorite. Make sure you do that because that lets ReadWorks know the kind of reading passages that you really like, and then we get to give them to you more often. Now that I'm ready, I'm going to click the Let's Go button at the bottom. Now I can see I have access to thousands of reading passages right here. Whenever I see a reading passage that looks really interesting to me, I'm going to click the bookmark. I love whales, so right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and bookmark this. And I know that it will be added to my reading list. I can keep scrolling through to the right to see these other animal articles, or I can scroll down. Right here, I see the title of this section is popular. These are the reading passages that other kids are reading right now. I can also see what's new in the recently added section and these other sections I'm interested in, like making and enjoying art and music. I'm really interested in this painting, so I'm going to go ahead and click it and see if it's right for me. If the passage looks too hard for you, don't worry about it. You don't have to read it. You can always go back and find something that feels a little easier or more on your level. But go ahead and give it a try if you're really interested in. You might be able to surprise yourself. So here I can always read the reading passage. I can listen to the audio that's always right at the top here. I can click the play button to hear it. And there are some other tools available to me as well. I can change the text size of the article. So if the words look too small, I can make them bigger with that button. If I want to add numbers to the paragraphs, I can use the paragraph button. And if I want to focus on one line at a time, I can use the guided reading strip. When I'm all finished reading, I can also make a note about this passage that I'll be able to read, and so will my teacher. And then I can click I'm done. This will ask me if I want to favorite this passage. If I thought this was really interesting, I'm going to click the heart, and then I can go home. So the last couple of things I want to point out to you are your reading list. This is where all of the reading passages that you've clicked the little bookmark button for will be for you to read later, and your reading log. This will show you all of the reading passages that you've already read in your library. And notice here at the upper right-hand side that you can see how many reading passages you favorited, how many you've read, and how many words you've read total. Remember, your library is a place for you to read independently and find as many reading passages as you can that you're interested in to enjoy. Happy reading!